Welcome to the episode that is completely pissed off at the Atlanta Falcons. Damn, we lost again today. Today, I'm counting down the 10 reasons why I believe Lori from The Walking Dead is still alive. Also, at the end, I'm going to tell you what it is I think will happen at the end of the season. All right, T-Dog gets bitten on the shoulder trying to close that gate. So T-Dog and Carol are in the tunnel. They get attacked by the zombies. T-Dog tackles the two zombies and saves Carol and pays the ultimate price for his heroism. He had like no lines all of last season, and he dies at the beginning of this season. It's awful. So the second fact is Rick and his little squad, Daryl and all the rest of those guys, they find T-Dog's corpse in the hallway. They also find Carol's head wrap, but they never find a trace of Carol, nor do they even try to look for her. They just assume that she's dead. What leadership. So the third fact that leads me to believe that Lori's still alive. Okay, Lori goes into labor, and Maggie performs the emergency C-section on her in order to save the baby. So Carl stays behind as Maggie takes the newborn baby to find the others. As she approaches the group, of course, you hear a single shot ring out, and Carl emerges from the prison, and Rick breaks down into his shining moment. So the next fact is that Rick goes all, "Here's Johnny," with an axe and destroys any walkers that stand in between him and his discovery of where the hell Lori's body is. So the next fact is that Rick finds the bloated walker with what we can tell as are strands of Lori's hair in its mouth. So he shoots it and then stabs it in the belly numerous times, but there are no body parts pulled out. So he was definitely munching on something else. So Carol kills a female walker, and that's absolutely disgusting. Look how skinny she is. She kills a female walker to perform an emergency C-section, to practice performing the C-section, just in case she needs to perform it on Lori. And remember this knife, because later on she uses that same knife to help save herself from another walker. So the next fact is when Rick discovers the room where Lori went into labor, he also discovers a bullet fragment in the floor, and there's no blood surrounding the area where the bullet was pulled from. All right, the next fact, and you'll notice that there are no bones or anything else from Lori found where she went into labor. T-Dog was attacked by two walkers, and his body was still found. And yes, he was way larger than Lori, but Lori's entire body probably could have fit, bones and all, in that walker's belly, so who knows. So my next fact is that we know that Daryl finds Carol's knife stuck into one of the walkers in cell block C. Cell block C. All right, and the final fact that leads me to believe that she's still alive is the fact that we know that the infirmary is well stocked. We know that it's well stocked because Carl, early on in season 3, explores the cell block C by himself, looking for supplies for Herschel after he gets his leg cut off. So the infirmary is in cell block C. Cell block C is also where Carol and where Lori and Maggie had to run off to escape these zombies that were coming after him. So this is what I think will happen. And what I'm telling you is not going to be for certain. It's just for me, based on all the clues, this is what I think will happen when the season starts back up. So for young Carl, as badass as he's been, or he's become this season, still doesn't have the heart to shoot his own mother in the face. So you saw the bullet embedded into the concrete. Looks like he just shot wide, and she was already dying from the blood loss. He couldn't do it, so he just left her to rest in peace. So Carol, who's still running through the prison after T-Dog sacrificed his no lines having self for her, stumbles onto Lori just as a walker or something's approaching her. She fends the walker off, stabs him between the shoulder and the neck, or whatever you want to call it, and knocks him into the wall. She then grabs Lori and escapes the room. With Lori's dead weight, Carol she can't keep up the pace for very long, so she's panicked. They're in cell block C. She's scouring for a room, and lo and behold, she finds the infirmary. And she's not a professional. She did that C-section on the zombie out in the courtyard, so she patches up Lori the best that she can. She hears the gunshots firing out there from the guys looking for them, so she heads out there to go find them. They get separated. They find Carol, and that means Lori somewhere passed out in the infirmary in cell block C, most likely. So that's my guess. Let me know what you guys think. I love The Walking Dead. Read the comic books. Of course, I watched the TV show. So I've been on The Walking Dead for a while. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Of course, if you like, make sure you subscribe. If you have anything to say, make sure you comment. And as always, thanks a lot, guys.